Hello and welcome back to Make Money Online. Ripple's trial hearing is on the 22nd this month. Will XRP's price hit 80 cents? Should you buy the coin now or wait until after? We'll discuss all that and more in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. Exciting news is popping up in every corner of the world about the crypto industry. The last few weeks have seen a whole different degree of growth, taking the entire crypto market to new highs. We've seen the rise of Bitcoin to crazy new levels, and it doesn't look like it would lose steam anytime soon, especially with more and more institutional investors leaping into its investment pool for long-term return on investment. In a matter of days, the coin has shown its potential to double up people's investments. Ethereum is the closest to Bitcoin, and on its own, it has also quadrupled in price after having grown by almost 400% as we entered the year 2021. XRP was staring down the barrel of the SEC's gun as news of the regulator suing its parent company for trading illegal securities filtered into the crypto market and sent exchanges as well as crypto investors into a frenzy. It first endured a dramatic drop in value as it slipped gradually from around 70 cents in December 2020 to as low as 21 cents, which might have been even lower than its starting price for the year. Afterwards, it's been a mixed bag of events as some investors reportedly sold off the coin to escape the predicted aftermath that seemed to be swinging heavily towards the future of the coin. But were they wrong to be scared? That was the question on the minds of people. Many advised XRP holders to sell their XRP stash as soon as possible, giving a doomsday prediction that pending the lawsuit and even beyond it, the price could slip right down to zero, and the investors would be left with nothing to hold on to as profit. Consider the fact that while some investors stay with their heart in their mouth, the urge to sell off the minimal loss that seemed permanent then was hard to resist. Naturally, people are risk-averse. That is, at the first sign of risk, we're all tempted to flee. It takes a different kind of guts to stand and remain faithful. The coin has somewhat started to repay the faith of investors who chose to hold on to it into 2021, with it experiencing consistent growth and much fewer dips. The price trend failed to conform to the more doom pattern analysis of the coin's future. Even till now, you'd still hear it in some circles, but it's minimal. XRP has turned out to be quite the revelation this year, with it having the right spikes in the right places. It shows that there's just so much more this coin could offer us and the financial market. The first sign akin to progress came when the coin rose to gain over 50% of its price of 21 cents. It was thought that it would most likely fall back to its initial price of 22 cents, as the surge was deemed to lack any real substance. XRP would go on to disappoint this expectation as it just started drifting between 24 and 27 cents. This was a good sign for investors and it significantly raised trust in both the short-term potential of the coin as well as its long-term benefits despite the lawsuit. We've seen more digital currency exchanges halt their XRP-related service offerings. This will continue pending the time when there is more clarity around Ripple's court battle. According to CoinGeek, a pre-trial conference between the SEC and Ripple will take place on the 22nd of February. A pre-trial is when both parties involved in the case present and review the evidence and clarify the issues in dispute. The presiding judge, Judge Analisa Torres, revealed that the event will take place via video call, and that both parties should submit a joint letter that contains a brief description of the case, including the legal bases for the claim and defense, any contemplated motions, and the prospect for settlement. The SEC's case against Ripple is quite significant, both for the XRP community and the broader crypto industry. Being the first major crypto to face allegations of being a security, XRP could set a precedent for how the SEC handles other crypto cases in the future. It all revolves around whether XRP is a currency or a security. Ripple and its executives have fiercely defended against the accusation that it's a security. According to FX Street, XRP price is trading at around 53 cents, hoping for a spike in buying pressure that could see it head to greener pastures. While this does look bullish, a failure to breach 56 cents supply barrier could result in a 10% dip. If this were to happen, XRP's price would drop to the 104-hour moving average at 49 cents to look for support. The short-term bearish outlook is further validated by a 40% decline in Ripple's Development Activity Index since February 15th. Market participants might interpret such a steep decline as a sign of no effort by the developers team behind this project to polish and improve XRP's network. Depending on the buyers or sellers' concentration at the 104-hour MA, Ripple might take another jab at the 56 cents resistance or slide to the 204-hour MA at 40 cents. US-based cryptocurrency exchange Pebito has followed other crypto exchanges to halt the trading of XRP on its platform. According to Inside Bitcoins, the exchange stated that its decision is based on the SEC's latest action against the token's developer Ripple Labs. The exchange says that the user's access to their wallets is not affected by the suspension. Since the wallets will still be available, users can send XRP to other exchanges. The exchange says the reinstatement of XRP trading on the platform will depend on the outcome of the lawsuit. Paybeto stated that it will keep monitoring the developments in the legal case and update users accordingly. Before the announcement, Paybeto processed about $1.1 billion worth of trades within a day. Generally, the exchange is made available for XRP trading pairs, but XRP USDT is the most popular trading pair. With the suspension decision, Paybeto has joined a long list of crypto exchanges that have suspended or delisted XRP entirely on their platform. These include Binance, OKCoin, Bittrex, eToro, and Coinbase. However, as ZyCrypto reported, XRP has shown a great deal of resilience in the midst of Ripple's legal troubles. Despite being delisted from most major exchanges, XRP has managed to maintain a steady uptrend. In this chart, we're looking at the hourly time frame perspective, recent events, and the established formational structure. XRP USD has moved on to develop its wave count within the descending channel and bounced from the conformational bounce cluster, which was critical to forming the recent breakout. We can see how XRP USD recently formed the breakout above the upper boundary and closed there. This was an initial good sign. XRP USD is about to develop this bull flag in the structure, which can be a great source for further movements. It is possible that XRP USD moves below the lower boundary to extend it. However, what is of high importance then is that XRP USD does not fall into the channel again and below the 400 EMA, because this can possibly increase bearish pressure further. Therefore, it's necessary that XRP USD stabilizes sustainably above these levels. Taking all these factors into consideration, XRP USD has formed this great breakout, and now it's the time to fully validate it with the right price actions. When XRP USD manages to form the proper price actions, this will activate the preliminary upside target marked in orange. And when XRP USD reaches these zones, it has to be elevated. And then we'll have to see how it proceeds from there. And if there's a continuation or if XRP USD first reverses, which is also not unlikely in this case. Only when XRP USD manages a strong stabilization can a further continuation be indicated. Until then, a bearish pullback is also a possibility. According to other predictions, the value of XRP could surge to $1 by the 22nd of February, consolidating at 95 cents if it ever slips. The direction of the hearing would really make a mark on the price of the coin. If all goes well and Ripple wins against the SEC, the price could as well rise beyond $1. We could see the coin hit as high as $3 altogether and achieve a mean price of $5 by the end of the year. Optimists predict that the price of XRP will reach about 80 cents before the end of February, representing an increase of around 50% on its current price of about 52 cents per XRP. XRP's prospects in 2021 are not limited just to the turnout of the lawsuit, although a win is one beautiful outcome that Ripple investors can look forward to. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. What do you think of XRP hitting $1? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're here, go ahead and check out one of our other videos. See you next time.
Hollywood car